Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Coming to blog posts we want to share, of course, review the latest in social media and technology. This is from Rosewill at Rosewill.com. That's Rosewill.com. This is one of their cases. We're going to be reviewing a couple of their cases on the ChrisVossShow.com. We've actually reviewed one other one that they had in some of their power supplies, so be sure to search for those. Subscribe to Chris Voss Show. These are units that are really designed towards gaming. They have multiple cooling fans. They have controls over the fan speeds and USB 3.0, of course. And it's really cool. We've pre-opened the box. We've just cut open the bottom so that we can just slide it out. So let's go ahead and unbox it this time. We'll talk about some of the features and everything else later. We're assuming this is going to work well for us once we cut off the bottom. So, okay, there we go. That was pretty simple. No-brainer there. So we'll go ahead and set the box aside. Now this is a huge case, and as you can probably see already, we'll just go ahead and peel off the top and see what there is to see inside. Wow, this is really neat. Let's go ahead and pull this on its side for a second. Wipe the plastic off of the bottom. This thing has got a lot of features, I can tell already, because I'm seeing them and also feeling them as I'm holding the unit around. So how does that look for us there on video? So looks like what we've got is we've got some different areas here for ventilation. I can see some what might be drawers in there. So that might be where your hard drives would go or your SSD drives would go. Looks like we've got another ventilation thing over here. Let's take a look here, and we'll show you the front. Now the front looks like we've got just ventilation areas, some places, of course, where you can put some smaller drives. You can put some hard drive stuff and everything else. It's got this cool top that's here. Down the other side, looks like we've got another ventilation area right here. Now let's take a look at the back, because that's what probably most of you are kind of interested in. How does the back look? What does it do? So we've got an open area here. Of course, this is where your board is going to go and the external plug-ins and everything. We've got a fan that comes built in right here. You've got intercooling tubes. If you want to take and use them, there's the pre-made holes for them. You've got your place for your PC cards that go on your board if you need to. Of course, right down here, your cooling unit, your power supply with the cooling on the power supply. And of course, Rosewill makes those. We've tested out several of their power supplies. So they do a really, really good job on those. Let's take a look at the top of the unit. Now it looks like there's some really cool features on the top of this unit. We have a cooling fan adjustment dial here, so we can adjust the speed of the cooling fans. Looks like we've got some plastic pull-offs here. So it looks like we've got a power button of some type and maybe a restart button. We'll get into this more. We have two USB plugs. Looks like one USB 3.0 port, an E cable or an eSATA plug-in, and then of course we have your microphone and headphones. Now it looks like this has some sort of pull-off top. Okay, so you can either have this nice grill sitting here, or you can open up this top and it looks like we've got some install areas where you can attach fans to go ahead and suck and blow the air out of the inside. So those are important too, where you can take and have those to be able to do stuff. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and flip this baby around. It's a pretty good sized thing. Now these are great for gaming, of course, and being able to do so. Now what you're seeing on the bottom here is we have areas where we have filters for the fans that, of course, in this case would be the power units for this back area here. And in the central area, of course, you put a fan in. Let's see which way this is going to pull for us. Okay, this is going to pull out to the side. So let's pull out the side, and here's a place where you can install a fan to blow hot air out from the unit. So while we're playing with this, let's go ahead and pull the side off, and that way we can see the inside of this unit. Pretty cool. Like I said, we've reviewed a couple of Rosewill cases, and I actually use a Rosewill case in my as my main computer. Beautiful, big white one. So you can see here we've got these lockable things that are really cool. They unscrew and screw in, and they give you a quick lock system for your hard drives. Those are there. We're obviously going to turn this in the other way. You've got holes for your wires or for intercooling if you want to take and do that here. You've got another big cooling hole here. And of course, this is interesting. This is where the board sits, so I guess that's left open so that it can keep the board extra cool, I suppose, if you want. Doesn't create heat buildup on this side. So when you have gaming stuff and you're running gaming or running maybe small networks or something on devices like these, having plenty of cooling is the name of the game. So let's flip it around this way, and we'll be able to see into the board area here. And in the board area, you've got the lockdowns for the quick lockdowns for the your hard drives to go in here. Looks like we've got some shelving units where you can set up shelves in here to quickly slap in your SSD drives or whatever it is you're using. Looks like we've got a case that comes with all your screws and all that good stuff. So you can, of course, either use these quick insert pull drives, or you can use these where you can screw them down. It's got your cables, of course, here where they've got it set up for attaching your board and everything else to the device. And looks like we've got a user manual, the R5 gaming case. Okay, so taking a look at this case, there's several features we want to take and tap into so that you know the details of them. For some of the features that are on it, you're looking at an advanced cooling system. There's a front 2 times 120 millimeter fan. We'll show you that in a second. One rear times 120 millimeter fan. Comes pre-installed. You can, on the optional, put a 120 to 140 millimeter fan on the bottom. That's optional. On the top, you can put a 2 120 millimeter fans, optional. And on the side, you can put 2 120, 140 fans, optional, and HDD2 times 120 millimeter fans, optional. So you can totally make this thing keep as cool as you need it to. It's got an easy remove air filter, which you saw, top, front, bottom. Screwless design for 5 1/4 devices, inch devices, and 3.5 HDDs. Mesh design front panel for better cooling performance. Top mounted fan speed control, and top mounted I/O ports, of course, USB 3.0, 2.0, 1E SATA mic and audio out, in advanced bottom mounted PSU design. One thing we wanted to show you too, you've got a fan that comes in the back with the unit. Now, in looking at the front does have a pull-off area. Let's go ahead and do that. What's really surprising, it's got a lot of stuff that's in it, but it's a very light case, which makes it very nice. You've got 2 fans that are right here, just great power fans that helping keep the unit cool, and of course this will help keep your hard drives cool if you put them in here and all that good stuff. So you've got that as your powerful entryways to be able to do stuff. So you've got the front unit. Anyway, be sure to check it out. You can go to rosewill.com. That's Rosewill, depending on how you pronounce it, rosewill.com. Check out the R5 computer case, and definitely recommend it. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. Be sure to check in the chrisvossshow.com. I believe we'll be giving away one of these on the cases to one lucky winner, so be sure to check to the chrisvossshow.com. There'll be a link on the video to go there and see if you're within the first 30 days and if we're giving one of these away. I believe we are, so you want to double check. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com. Be sure to check back often. Go see our friends at rosewill.com. Tell them we sent you. Thanks for coming by.